Hello.
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 I am chatting with Alex Lilly of Obi Best. Alex, how are
Hello.
you doing?
I'm good.
Your debut album, Capades, is getting released in stores pretty soon, right?
It is. And it's been available for people that come to the shows, and I sell them advance copies.
Awesome.
But the February 24th deal is just basically, it's a one-stop deal, which is a music business term. So it will be available in stores, but you might walk into a store and they'll say, actually, we had one copy, or we don't have copies yet. We're waiting for people to come in and ask about them.
So if you go into your local music store and they don't have it, definitely ask them to pick it up.
Ask them, yeah. Make a note of it.
So this is your first album with Obi Best, and the songs. Have you had these songs for a long time? I mean, when you walked into the recording sessions, did you already have everything together, or were you still writing songs while recording?
Well, there wasn't one recording session where I thought, okay, I'm recording my album now. It was a series of having a cluster of songs that I wanted to record. The earliest songs being Nothing Can Come Between Us. I think I recorded What It's Not, Swedish Boy, pretty early on. And we would record them, partly in a studio sometimes, partly at a friend's house, and then we'd get those kind of mixed and done. And we'd say, okay, well, what else am I writing right now? What else is happening? And so, there's definitely songs on the album that are about, a few months old, and then there's ones that are like 4 years old.
Gotcha.
So it's a range.
So there was quite a bit of time then from sort of start to finish with the recording process.
Yeah.
And I mean, do you feel like that's apparent in the songs? Do you feel like there are certain songs where you can say, oh yeah, that was definitely how I was writing or the mood I was in 4 years ago, or do you think that it's pretty much you're still writing the same type of stuff, and not the same type of stuff, but
I know what you mean. I would say that yeah, I can tell. I think that for me, Nothing Can Come Between Us and Days of Decadence are the oldest songs, and I can hear more of a sort of schooled sound in them. Things like Origami, that's one of the newer songs, and that's more of a jam than a song. It's pretty stagnant in a lot of ways, but it's a production piece, I guess. So I can tell. I don't know if other people can tell.
When you say that, it sort of makes sense, because if you look at the album, I mean, Nothing Can Come Between Us and Days of Decadence are, the first and last track. They're almost like bookends to this album.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like you step through this sort of looking glass with the first track, or after the first track, and then that last track sort of brings you back, and in between you're in this crazy Obi Best world.
I like it. I'm going to use everything you're saying for a later interview.
Awesome. For once, being hyperbolic has paid off for me. So now you're touring with the album, and you were recently over on the East Coast, and you're going to be touring in February on the West Coast, correct?
Yes, we're doing a full national tour starting in February, going up the West Coast with The Bird and the Bee, and then we're going to continue on our own, on a ragged path. And then after that, in early March, we're going to go with Bird and the Bee again. Go with Bird and the Bee again. I told you I was hungover. And just me and Wendy are actually, I think, going to go for that. It'll be more of a broken down electronic set. So that's our course of action.
Awesome. So you'll be venturing America throughout February and March. Are there any albums from 2008 that you really love that are spreading the word about?
I recently bought a copy of Spin because I realized that I need to be hip to what's going on. And most of the stuff I listened to I wasn't super excited about, but TV and the radio is pretty awesome. And I actually really thought Chairlift, I liked their album a lot.
Awesome.
Those 2 records.
Yeah, I think everyone sort of agrees that new TV on the Radio album is...
Oh, great. So I'm just like everybody else, Carlo.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Well, Alex, as always, it was great talking with you. And I absolutely encourage everyone to go out there and pick up Capades online or pick it up at your local music store. And if they don't carry it, like Alex said, call your
Demand it angrily. Be like a very belligerent customer.
Yeah, definitely check them out. And Alex, you take care. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.